Okay, so back in April you said that now every actor I know is searching for a lead in a game. And I was wondering, why do you think that is? And do you think we're going to see more film and TV kind of focused actors moving over into the video industry?
Well, the reason, I'm not sure if I said that. Well, first of all, we were invited to Tribeca Film Festival. And I had this really great talk with Janie, De Niro's partner, and I think the days of just running around killing in video games is done. I mean, there has to be a definitive story. It has to be about something. And, you know, generally entertainment is a reflection of what's going on in society. And I think society is the useless stuff, the stuff that it's not escapism anymore. When years ago, when things were pretty sunny and bright in the world, yeah, that was escapism. But now I think there needs to be a story. There needs to be some redemptive quality about it, and that we were kind of the first ones to really, truly bridge the gap between a fully fleshed out story and then this great action and great camera work and stuff like that. I think that's what kind of was the genesis of that.
Did you find it, obviously I know you've done voice work before God of War and stuff, but did you find it difficult sort of transitioning from live action into voice work, or did you find it quite a natural?
Well, it wasn't a voice job. And because I wasn't really looking to do a voice job, and I read the script and I had no idea it was a video game. And in fact, I called my agent and said, "Why am I being sent this? This is like a big budget film that's going to go straight to offer. Like, why are you wasting my time with it?" He said, "Well, kind of as a matter of fact, it's a video game. But before you say no, you'll be doing all of it, including the motion capture. And the way they want to shoot it is," and I said, "Shoot it." So, yeah, it's actually you're doing the entire physical performance. So they're going to shoot it like a film. And I was still kind of skeptical, but then when I got there, and they were explaining to me what they were attempting to do, for the first 2 years, I still didn't understand what we were doing. And then kind of when I saw some of the footage, then I kind of started getting what we were going for. Because for the first 2 years, honestly, it was just blind trust. But I had such a great relationship with Corey that I did trust what he was doing. So it was, and to answer your question, it was more difficult then, because in film and television, you don't really have to work that much. You kind of go 100% when it's your close-up, but you kind of pace yourself. Otherwise, you would never make it, right? Like going all out in wide shots or off camera. The thing that took adjusting for me was that in this process, you're never off camera. And so I found the day really physically trying because of the fact that there weren't like takes or camera angles that you could just say your lines and really, not really put anything behind them, So physically, it was more difficult than film and television.
So you said in other interviews that you asked other actors like advice before taking the role in God of War. Did you ask any of the Stargate alumni? I know particularly Claudia Black's done a lot of video game work. Did you speak to any of them? See, I really didn't find out like how extensive Claudia's resume was till after I started doing God of War. I just kind of asked some friends of mine, like kind of what they thought about it, and truly, kind of some Norman Reedus, kind of some of the big actors doing franchise games.
has really taken the stink off of it, you know, and really it's amazing what it's done. I mean, it's completely reinvigorated my career. And if you had told me that was going to happen before I did it, I wouldn't have believed it, you know. So it's, and you know, it came along at the right time too, because I was kind of at that point where, look, do I keep trying to be in shape, or do I just kind of become a character guy? Or because I had just not been seen for Black Panther. I had not been seen for Black Lightning. And it was because they had this perception that I was older, that I looked a certain way or didn't look a certain way or what have you. So I was really kind of at a crossroads, and I said, you know, I'm going to give this one more shot. And I got into like the best shape of my life. And then literally out of nowhere comes God of War. So yeah, it was fortuitous.
Now that you've kind of had a taste working in a massive video game like God of War, do you think that you're going to pursue more video game roles in the future? Where
do you go after being Kratos? There's only backwards, and I'm not going to make any more backwards steps. And it's also given me a lot of freedom what to do in the rest of my career, because I mean, let's face it, I can say no to a lot of shit now. Yeah, it's been so transformative to do this. Not only the material really hit close to home, it was wonderfully written, but the group of people that they assembled. And it really does start with Corey. Corey really changed my thinking about what it is to be a powerful man. You know, it doesn't have to be this physically aggressive, domineering person. You know, you can speak to people and respect people's opinions and thoughts, and it really was. It was a really transformative experience for me, you know, and it's kind of also transformed just kind of the stuff that I want to do, you know. So yeah.
So what do you see yourself doing next then?
You'll know very soon. If you saw any of the stuff from Comic Con, that was kind of a start to it. Whatever form Stargate takes next, I'd be very happy to really, for the rest of my career, kind of just do whatever is going to happen with Stargate and God of Wars and golf. Spend time with my kids. I would be perfectly happy to not do anything else.
So it's something from Stargate coming then?
Where'd you get that? There's something. Not at liberty to really expand on that. But you know, and even that, you know, it's just so amazing, the things that have been put into my life. Last week was Comic-Con, so we thought it would kind of be like an introduction to whatever. No one from the company was supposed to come, other than the people, you know, kind of directly involved with panels and stuff. And literally, you know, Chris Ottinger and Sam Toll, all, you know, Chris is obviously the head of Worldwide Television. He came down, wasn't supposed, like, this is people who weren't scheduled to come down, but came down to thank fans, to really be part of this new beginning of stuff. And it's so rare, but so appreciated that these people who are going to be your bosses have a vested interest, but not only in the fandom, but in the show itself, but a healthy respect for the fandom and really care. I never thought I'd say this. The executives we have actually care about what the fans want to see. Like, holy shit, what's coming? I mean, now I know the world's going to end soon. No, it's just another, it's a great group of people. And I'm so grateful to Jenny Steiben, who is the one who originally brought me into this kind of new start. And, I've been skeptical I was skeptical for a long time. I just kept seeing proof in the pudding. And then last week, for all these executives on what they weren't scheduled to do, to take their own time, go down, talk to fans, thank executives personally thanking fans for their support. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, so it was fantastic to bear witness to that, because I had been giving lip service to, hey, the executives are listening to you guys, the fans, and hoping that, oh God, I hope I'm not lying. And and that it's borne out to be true is it's fantastic.
Guys, I'm going to have to steal Chris now from you. One more question?
I'll finish with a weird question, I suppose. But if the Stargate was to open and put you into the world where Kratos was, how long would Teal'c last, or would Teal'c outlast Kratos in a fight?
Hopefully, where Teal'c is, maybe he would try to reason with Kratos and say, hey, look, maybe you've done some things you're not too proud of, but there's another road for you to walk, and hopefully Kratos would listen. Probably not. Kratos would probably kill him. But hopefully, I mean, what a question, I mean, what's wrong with the world that no one's talking to each other anymore? There's such a great divide between ideologies right now that, what's been lost is dialogue, and so, hopefully we get back to it. But that's kind of, I talked about it earlier, that's kind of what I'm interested in, is doing stuff where there are characters who've maybe gone one direction and are convinced either by circumstance or by interaction that there's a different path, so.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you all very much. Appreciate you.